Vítá vás True School Stories, podcast žáků školy Ždírce nad Doubravou.
Mrs. Mastilová accepted an invitation to this podcast. She works as an English teacher at her school. Hello, Mrs. Mastilová, how are you today?
Hello, Danielko, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I will start by asking you a couple of questions about you and you staying in the USA. Is that okay with you?
Of course, anything you ask is okay with me.
How long are you at this school?
I started working here in 2014, I think. So if I do the math correctly, it's been 9 years. So 9 years, Danielko.
That's long. What subject do you teach at our school?
I teach only English. And I teach regular English classes, and I also teach English conversation and also Cambridge.
Do you like it here?
You mean at school?
Yeah.
Yes, I do like it here. And especially, I just love teaching English. That's what I love.
Okay, well, let me ask you something about you staying in the USA. I understand that you lived there, but how did you get there?
Well, I finished my secondary school, and then I went to this private school after the secondary school. It was a language school. And they had this international student program. And somehow I ended up in it. Because I loved English already then. And so I was sent to New York City as a student. And I went to Columbia University, and I got to spend 3 months there. So that's how I ended up there.
And what did you do after Columbia?
Well, I spent 3 months in New York, and then I got lucky and I got a job offer in Florida. So I went down to Florida. Which is a long trip, and that's how I ended up in Florida.
When you were in Florida, what did you do there for 12 years?
Well, I lived there, I worked there, I got married there, I had my child there, I had my friends there, I had everything there, normal life. And if you ask me about my job, I was working as a receptionist, as a front desk person in a hotel, and I loved it.
I wanted to ask you something about New York City, because I really want to visit New York City.
I know you do.
What places do you recommend when you are there?
Okay, so when you go there next summer with your parents,
Not sure.
they'll watch YouTube. So when you go there, or anybody goes there, you know the typical places. Like, I would of course recommend visiting the Statue of Liberty, but I would also recommend buying tickets in advance online, because especially in summer the line is extremely long and you would wait there for hours. So the Statue of Liberty, Times Square. I think you would love Times Square because you love shopping, I think.
Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't like it, but you would. So Times Square for you. What else? I would recommend, of course, going up the Empire State Building. Or again, if it's too busy and there are too many people, you can pick other skyscrapers there, like the Rockefeller Center and others. What else? Of course, 9/11 Memorial is very nice and very sad, of course. Parks, of course, Central Park, and the museums. And I would recommend the Museum of Natural History. I bet you've seen it in many movies. And yes, you did. I'm telling you, you did. But yes, there are many, many places. You would love it there.
Okay. And my last question is New York City expensive, like the Czech Republic?
Well, in my opinion, it isn't. It's absolutely normal. Of course, it's a big city, so you cannot compare it to the rest of the United States. And so it might be more expensive than the rest. But otherwise, Sydney is more expensive, London is more expensive. New York City is fine, really. It's no big deal.
Well, I think that's all. Thank you for being here and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you so much, Danielko, for having me here. And you have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.